It's clear, even just in the wake of the American Rescue Plan, I've seen a lot of communities where people had major benefits from the American Rescue Plan, but don't necessarily know that that's how that happened. Matter of fact, it happened to me once. I was back last summer in South Bend for a wedding, went running with an old friend who was a city planner. He took me on this rail to trail project. It was a coal line that's now this great multi-use trail. And halfway through the run, I said, wait a minute, I don't remember this being in my parks bond. How'd the new mayor get this done? And he said, oh, it was ARPA. And that was a real wake-up call to me that, I'm a member of this administration. I was the mayor of this city. And it was not obvious to me that I was benefiting from an asset created under the president's leadership. When something is unambiguously and uncontroversially good, you have to work 10 times harder to get attention to it. The best things we're doing, because it's pretty hard to argue against them, don't always sizzle, especially online, which is one of the reasons why it's important to make up for that dynamic by physically getting out there. When we do get out there, it's magnificent. So yes, we're going to be on the road. We're going to be drawing attention to this good work. Where appropriate, we're going to be drawing attention to the contrast with legislators who describe this as wasteful spending when we were trying to get it through Congress, but are just as happy as anybody else now that the spending is coming to benefit their communities. And we got to tell the story of how this got there. Now, the other challenge we face, obviously, is that unlike some of the president's other accomplishments, like the PACT Act, the eligibilities there for veterans or the $35 insulin, if it's a new airport terminal or a new bridge, it can take years to get done. But I would also add, even if it's a few years before you are driving on that bridge, it may just be a few more weeks before your cousin's got a job working on that bridge. And so we're going to be emphasizing the economic benefit as well as the better infrastructure that's coming out of this work. President Biden has established a sense of belonging that's benefiting every generation. And I would add, leading on policies that really speak to what I think is one of the central problems in this country, which is short-termism versus long-termism. So he's dialed in on the details, but also very, very focused on the big picture and applying a level of energy that moves through the administration and certainly makes departments like mine feel accountable for matching the pace of his ambitions for the country.